So we come to the sixth video of the super featherweight boxing title history, and I finished on Edwin Valero last time, winning the title over 10 rounds against Vincent Mosquera from Panama City. And yeah, very short career, 27-0 he was in the end, with 27 KOs. Then January the 3rd, 2007, Edwin Valero wins in the first round, referee stopping the fight, against Michael Lozada from Mexico. And that was in Tokyo, Japan. May 3rd, 2007, Edwin Valero wins in the 8th round, referee stops the fight, against Nobuhito Homo from Japan. Edwin Valero from Venezuela stops Homo from Japan in the 8th round, referee stops the fight in Tokyo, Japan. And December the 15th, 2007, Edwin Valero wins in the 3rd round, referee stops the fight against Zaid Zavaleta from Mexico. 3rd round win, referee stops the fight. That was in Cancun, Mexico. Then June the 12th, 2008, Edwin Valero wins in the 7th round, referee stops the fight against Takehiro Shimada from Japan. 7th round, referee stops the fight, Tokyo, Japan. And Valero relinquished the title to box at lightweight. Then November 28th, 2008, George Linares from Venezuela wins in the 5th round. Referee stops the fight against Weiber Garcia from Panama, in Panama City, Panama. Linares stops in the 5th round. Referee stops the fight for the vacant WBA title. Then June the 27th, 2009, George Linares from Venezuela June the 27th, 2009, George Linares wins in the 8th round. Referee stops the fight against Josefat Perez from Mexico in Nuevo Laredo, Mexico. Then October the 10th, 2009, Juan Carlos Salgado from Mexico wins in the 1st round. Referee stops the fight against George Linares in Tokyo, Japan. WBA sanctioned the following fight for the interim title. So November the 19th, 2009, Licar Ramos from Colombia wins on points over 12 rounds against Angel Granados from Venezuela. 12 rounds points decision there by Ramos, and that was in Medellin in Colombia that was held. Then January the 11th, 2010, Takashi Ichiyama from Japan wins in the 12th round. Referee stops the fight against Juan Carlos Salgado from Mexico in Tokyo, Japan. That was for the WBA title there. The WBA sanctioned the following fights for the interim title. February the 6th, 2010, George Solis from Mexico wins by KO against Licar Ramos. Solis from Mexico beats Licar Ramos in 7th round by KO. That was in Merida, Mexico. Then May the 8th, 2010, George Solis wins on points over 12 rounds against Mario Santiago from Puerto Rico in Aguascalientes, Mexico. Then May the 17th, 2010, Takashi Ichiyama wins in the 6th round. Referee stops the fight against Angel Granados for the WBA title, and that was in Saitama, Japan. Yeah, so June the 31st, 2011, Takahashi Ichiyama wins in the 8th round by retirement against Takashi Miura, both from Japan, in Tokyo, Japan. WBA sanctioned the following fight for the interim title. So, November 3rd, 2010, Brian Vasquez from Costa Rica wins on points over 12 rounds against Santos Benavides from Nicaragua, and that was in Zapata, Costa Rica. Then, December 31st, 2011, Takashi Ichiyama wins in the 11th round. Referee stops the fight against George Solis from Yokohama, Japan. That was in Yokohama, Japan, for the WBA title. In July the 16th, 2012, Takahashi Ichiyama from Japan wins by disqualification in the 3rd round against Michael Farenas from the Philippines. In Saitama, Japan, WBA sanctioned the following fights for the interim title. So July 21st, 2012, Brian Vasquez from Costa Rica wins in the 9th round. Referee stops the fight against George Lakierva from Japan in Tijuana, Mexico. In December the 8th, 2012, Yorokis Gamboa from Cuba wins on points over 12 rounds against Michael Farenas. That was in Las Vegas, Nevada. Then December 31st, 2012, Takahashi Ichiyama wins in the 8th round. Referee stops the fight against Brian Vasquez in Tokyo, Japan, for the WBA title. Then May the 6th, 2013, Takashi Ichiyama wins in the 5th round by KO against Jada Parra from Venezuela in Tokyo, Japan. Then the WBA sanctioned the following fight for the interim title. So, October the 26th, 2013, Brian Vasquez wins in the 5th round by technical decision against Gene Gonzalez from Nicaragua, and that was in San Jose, Costa Rica. Then December the 31st, 2013, Takahashi Ichiyama from Japan wins on points over 12 rounds against Diaki Kaneko from Japan in Tokyo, Japan, for the vacant WBA title. The WBA sanctioned the following fights for the interim title. So April the 12th, 2014, Brian Vasquez wins on points over 12 rounds against Jose Felix Jr. from Mexico in Las Vegas, Nevada. Then December the 20th, 2014, Brian Vasquez wins in the 9th round by retirement against Sergio Thompson from Mexico in Cancun, Mexico. Then Vasquez lost his title belt on the scales. So December 31st, 2014, Takahashi Ichiyama wins by retirement in the 9th round against Israel Hector Enrique Perez from Argentina in Tokyo, Japan, for the WBA title. The WBA sanctioned the following fight for the interim title. So, March 21st, 2015, Emmanuel Lopez from Mexico wins in the 9th round. Referee stops the fight against Carlos Padilla from Colombia in Tapachula, Mexico. And then you go for that one again. So March 21st, 2015, Emmanuel Lopez from Mexico wins in the 9th round. Referee stops the fight against Carlos Padilla in Colombia. That was Tapachula, Mexico. Then May the 29th, 2015, Javier Fortuna wins on points over 12 rounds against Brian Vasquez. 12 rounds points decision for Fortuna in New York for the vacant WBA title. The WBA sanctioned the following for the interim title. June the 20th, 2015, Emmanuel Lopez wins. Referee stops the fight in the 10th round against Rolando Gioni from Panama in Comitán, Mexico. Then September 29th, 2015, JVA Fortuna wins in the 10th round. Referee stops the fight against Carlos Ivan Velasquez from Puerto Rico in Las Vegas, Nevada for the WBA title. WBA sanctioned the following fight for the interim title. So December the 17th, 2015, Jezreel Corrales from Panama wins in the 10th round. Referee stops the fight against Juan Antonio Rodriguez from Mexico in Panama City, Panama. Then June the 24th, 2016, Jason Souza from the US wins 11th round. Referee stops the fight against Javier Fortuna in Beijing, China for the WBA title. Lovely. And from there, we go to Jason Souza wins against Stephen Smith from England in Monte Carlo, Monaco. Lovely. And then we got October the 21st, 2007. So October 21st, 2017 actually, Alberto Machado from Puerto Rico wins by KO in the 8th round against Jezreel Corrales in Verona for the vacant WBA title. They've got the WBO title go to next. Lovely, so we got WBO title, March the 6th, 2004, Diego Corrales wins on points over 12 rounds against Joel Casamayor in Mashantucket. That was for the vacant title. Corrales relinquished the title to box at lightweight. July the 16th, 2004, Mike Anchondo from the US wins on points over 12 rounds against Julio Pablo Chacon from Argentina in Miami, Florida for the vacant title. Then, April the 8th, 2005, Jorge Barrios from Argentina wins in the 4th round. Referee stops the fight against Mike Anchondo. It was in Miami, Florida. Then August 12th, 2005, Jorge Barrios wins in the 2nd round against Victor Santiago from Puerto Rico in Cordoba, Argentina. Then May 20th, 2006, Jorge Barrios wins by KO in the 1st round against Janos Nagy from Hungary in Los Angeles. September the 16th, 2006, Joan Guzman from Dominican Republic wins on points over 12 rounds against Jorge Barrios in Las Vegas, Nevada. December the 18th, 2006, Joan Guzman wins on points over 12 rounds against Antonio Davis from the US, 12 rounds points decision in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Then November the 17th, 2007, Joan Guzman wins on points over 12 rounds against Humberto Soto from Mexico, Atlantic City, New Jersey. Then the WBO sanctioned the following fight for the interim title. December the 15th, 2007, Alex Arthur from Scotland wins on points over 12 rounds against Stephen Foster Jr. from England in Edinburgh, Scotland. Joan Guzman relinquishes the title to move up to lightweight. Then September the 6th, 2008, Nikki Cook from England wins on points over 12 rounds against Alex Arthur in Manchester, England. And March the 14th, 2009, Roman Martinez from Puerto Rico wins in the 4th round. Referee stops the fight against Nikki Cook. That was in Manchester, England. Then September the 12th, 2009. September the 12th, 2009. Roman Martinez wins by KO against Fede Villoria from Colombia in Hato Rey, Puerto Rico. Then September the 4th, 2010, Ricky Burns, 3-weight division champ from Scotland, wins on points over 12 rounds against Roman Martinez in Glasgow, Scotland. December the 4th, 2010, Ricky Burns wins on points over 12 rounds against Andreas Evensen from Norway in Glasgow, Scotland. Then March 12, 2011, Ricky Burns wins on points over 12 rounds against Joseph Larie from Ghana. Ricky Burns beats him over 12 rounds on points in Glasgow, Scotland. Then July the 16th, 2011, Ricky Burns wins in the 1st round. Referee stops the fight against Nikki Cook in England. That was Liverpool, England. Then Burns relinquishes the title to box at lightweight. Now November 26th, 2011, Adrian the Problem Broner wins in the 3rd round by KO against Vincent Martin Rodriguez from Argentina. 3rd round KO in Cincinnati, Ohio. That was for the vacant title. And then February 25th, 2011, Adrian Broner wins in the 4th round. Referee stops the fight against Aloy Perez from the US in St. Louis. Then July 21st, 2011, Adrian the Problem Broner. February 25th, 2011, Adrian the Problem Broner wins in the 4th round. Referee stops the fight against Eloy Perez from the US in St. Louis. Then July 21st, 2011, Adrian Broner wins in the 5th round. Referee stops the fight against Vincent Escobedo. That was in Cincinnati, Ohio. For the vacant title, Broner failed to make the weight, so the title only at stake for Escobedo. September the 15th, 2012, Roman Martinez wins on points over 12 rounds against Miguel Beltran Jr. That's Las Vegas, Nevada. January the 19th, 2013, Roman Martinez draws over 12 rounds against Juan Carlos Burgos from Mexico in New York. In April the 6th, 2013, Roman Martinez wins and points over 12 rounds against Diego Magdaleno from the USA in Macau, China. And then November the 9th, 2013, Mickey Garcia from the USA wins by KO in the 8th round against Roman Martinez in Corpus Christi, Texas. Then January 25th, 2014, Mickey Garcia wins and points over 12 rounds against Juan Carlos Burgos, 12 rounds points decision in New York. Garcia was stripped of the title in September the 20th, 2014. Orlando Salido wins by KO in the 11th round against Turdsak Kokoit Jim. Turdsak Kokoit Jim from Thailand. 11th round KO for Salido in Tijuana, Mexico for the vacant title. Then April 11th, 2015, Roman Martinez wins and points over 12 rounds against Orlando Salido in San Juan. And September the 12th, 2015, Roman Martinez draws over 12 rounds with Orlando Salido from Mexico in Las Vegas, Nevada. The WBO sanctioned the following fight for the interim title. March the 12th, 2016, Miguel Berchelt from Mexico wins. In the 6th round, referee stops the fight against George Jupp from England in Merida, Mexico. Then June 11th, 2016, Vasily Lomachenko from Ukraine wins by KO in the 5th round against Roman Martinez in New York. Vasily Lomachenko from Ukraine, and that's for the WBO championship. Then the WBO sanctioned the following fight for the interim title. So July the 16th, 2016, Miguel Berchelt wins by KO against Surya Tatakhan from Thailand, and that was in Los Reyes, La Paz, Mexico. Then November the 26th, 2016, Vasily Lomachenko wins in the 7th round by retirement against Nicholas Walkers from Jamaica, Los Angeles for the WBO title. Then April the 8th, 2017, Vasily Lomachenko wins in the 9th round against Jason Souza from the US in Oxon Hill. And then August the 5th, 2017, Vasily Lomachenko wins in the 7th round against Miguel Mariga from Colombia, Los Angeles. Lomachenko beats Guillermo Regondo from Cuba on December the 9th, 2017 in New York. And then to finish, WBA super title, May the 6th, 2015, Takashi Ichiyama from Japan wins in the 2nd round against Tanakon Pawachart from Thailand in Tokyo, Japan. December 31st, 2015, Takahashi Ichiyama wins against Oliver Flores in the 3rd round. Referee stops the fight in Tokyo, Japan. Then April the 27th, 2016, Jazrael Corrales from Panama wins in the second rounds by KO with Takashi Ichiyama against Takashi Ichiyama from Japan in Tokyo, Japan. December 31st, 2016, Jazrael Corrales wins on points over 12 rounds against Takashi Ichiyama from Japan in Tokyo, Japan. July 15th, 2017, Jazrael Corrales wins by 10th round retirement against Robinson Castellanos from Mexico in Inglewood. Got them all in, just about. That's the last. Featherweight's next. That was a sixth. Bang.